Georgetown was the plan of lots that Adam Wickerham laid out in 1807 on property he inherited from his father, George Adam Wickersham, in 1796. The land adjoined next to Joseph Parkinson's tract, and each of these men became proprietors of what later became adjoining towns. Subsequently, in 1816, Mr. Wickerham and Mr. Parkinson were petitioned by their lot holders to merge the two towns, and they named it Williamsport, because both had a son by the name of William. Adam knew George Washington, who stayed overnight once at what he called Wickerman's Mills, and even mentioned it in his diary. Adam Wickerham also took part in the whiskey insurrection, and upon capture, pretended to be mentally unsound to avoid prosecution. To every question he answered, "Aha!" so that the officer said, "Let this man go, he is a fool." In 1812, deeds of Adam Wickerham stipulated that the plan of lots be charged with a ground rent sum of $1 per year, every year, to be paid to him, his heirs and assigns, forever. It was not until 1917 that a petition was made to be released from the ground rent. He died in 1828 and is buried in the old Chess Wickerham family cemetery at the upper end of 6th Street, near St. Mary's Orthodox Church. His son, William Wickerham, who was born in 1809, built Wickerham House. His grandfather and uncle served in the early Indian Wars in Kentucky. William sent 3 sons to the front in the Civil War, and when the rebels advanced to Antietam, he himself, at 60 years of age, shouldered a musket and went under Captain William J. Alexander to the front. In his early life, he served as a member of the Jackson Guards. He was a staunch Whig, and afterwards a Republican. After a few years' residence in the then village of Williamsport, he moved to Carroll Township, settling on a farm in the horseshoe bend of the Monongahela River. Here he and his wife passed the rest of their days. William's oldest son, Adam Wickerham, was the last survivor of the original company known as the Ringgold Cavalry Battalion under Captain Samuel Morgan. This was the first cavalry company mustered into the federal service during the Civil War. Much earlier, in 1847, he had enlisted in the local militia when he was only 16 years old. By the time he was mustered into service in 1861, he was the oldest member of the company at the time, and all its members referred to him as Daddy. The photograph of him was taken during the reunion of the 22nd Pennsylvania Volunteer Cavalry in Washington, PA, September 11, 1922. During the war, he rode the same horse for 3 years and brought it home with him. When the horse died, he had him buried with all the honors of war. Another son, William Henry Harrison Wickerham, also known as Tip, was in Andersonville prison. According to family legend, he was captured with an officer, Captain James Chesrown, who flashed the sign that he was a Freemason. This officer was then released, but the unfortunate William Wickerham, who did not know the sign, was sent to prison. Consequently, every generation of Wickerhams since then have become Freemasons.